Hello, 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 friends. It is time for Friday night scrapbooking. Let's get started. Here tonight for Friday night scrapbooking. It's so good to see all of you. Carolyn's here, Carol, Kim, Sue, Judy's, Janice, Carol, let's see, Tiffany, Cindy, Debbie H. Yes, very sunny Southern California. We've had a heat wave here, as a lot of you have had, right? It's just been crazy. Courtney's here and you guys are ready. Okay, I'm excited. I'm ready too. I can't wait. I've got so many good things to share with you tonight. So yay, we're so excited. Okay, Lorraine is here. Julie, she says she's ready too. Bunny's here. Karen, Donna, Shannon, Sandy. So good to see all your names. Welcome, welcome. Big hugs to you all virtually from Southern California. And if you haven't been here before, I would love to hear that. Let me know in the chat. Say, I'm new. I'd love to give you a big, warm welcome. And this is me. This is how you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, at creativememories.com and at craftssomejoy.com. All the places, all the things, as well as YouTube and my Facebook page, where I try to keep up with all the things on my Facebook page. So if you're kind of wondering, where do I post all the events? It's on my Facebook page, and that is Craft Some Joy with Lauren Hines, right there in the blue. I did get that asked just recently. Where do... sorry, I needed to turn my do not disturb on so I don't go dinging all night long at you guys. Okay. All right. I did get asked where can I keep in the know the most? It's on my Facebook page. That's where I do events and post all those good things. So hopefully you can like and follow, and then you'll get informed on that. So welcome, everyone. Donna says, ready. Okay. I love it. That's so awesome. Sabine's here, Sam, Virginia, Ruth, Yoli's here, Shannon, Irma. So good to see all you guys. I wish I could go and give you each an individual hug. All right. So tonight, what are we going to talk about? Well, I have got 3 formulas I'm going to share with you tonight for easy page layouts. So here's the thing, friends. I was watching Noreen's Fast and Fun with Noreen on Wednesday, right? I think that's what it's called. And she did a beautiful, beautiful layout. It was gorgeous. And I thought, did you guys see it? I hope you saw it. If you didn't see it, you can just look it up on YouTube. Fast and Fun projects with Noreen. This last one, beautiful, kind of a very... it's a 1-page layout, beautiful sketch. And, it kind of got me thinking, like, there are so many talented, amazing people out there that do these gorgeous, beautiful sketches. And so I don't want to, take away from what they do in a way, but I feel like kind of my talents and actually how I enjoy scrapbooking is on the simpler side. And that's kind of where I've always dug in and said, this is my thing. I love that your photos are the star of your pages. Your story brings those photos to life. You've heard me say that many, many times. And even in my video, if you haven't watched it, I meant to put a little block up there, but I have a video called How to Scrapbook. And that was kind of my combination of all the things, like how do you keep things simple and how do you scrapbook? And really, it is, again, on the simpler side where you're focusing on photos. What I love is when you open the page and you're like, wow, look at those pictures. And then the layout just complements those pictures. That's what I love. So I have just really kind of thought a lot about how can I bring you simple, easy, fast, fun layouts that you can add into your scrapbooks. Now, I'm not saying those gorgeous layouts don't have a place, but for me, I think it's easier to complete. I'm all about completing albums. To complete my albums when I can do some quick, easy pages and then maybe spend a little more time on a more elaborate page, maybe for a more important event or something like that. But for me, making every page a work of art is just so hard. Okay, I'm honest here. It's too much for me. Like, I want my pictures in there. I want my albums done. I want to be able to enjoy them. So those pages, those gorgeous, gorgeous pages have a place. I absolutely agree. And maybe some of you, there is no right or wrong way to scrapbook. There really isn't. It's all up to you. And so what I want to do, though, tonight is really give you those 3 formulas for easy pages. I want to kind of take you down, again, my thought process on how we can get some pages done quickly. And you know what? They come out looking pretty darn good, too. So wait till you see what I have in store for you. Before we jump in, I also just want to do a really quick news and what's new, because there's a few new things. I'm seeing that I've got this bar across the bottom. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the promo. There we go. That's news and what's new. I was trying to fast and furiously write down. I saw some new people. Virginia K. Welcome. Linda R. Welcome. And April P. Welcome. Welcome. I've got some newbies. It's always so fun to see new. Oh, Margie too. Okay. Welcome. And love it. Puerto Rico's here. So I love it. Keisha's like, phew, made it. Yes, you made it. No worries. We're here. Okay. So welcome everyone. If I didn't catch you, even if you're new, welcome. So what did you think about the promo? Oh, I have to talk just a second about the promo, because there are 4 new promos. But did you guys see that part? I'm going to go back just for a second about what's starting on Monday. So they're going to do 3 new collections on Monday. And they're like, hey, if you want to buy this bundle, this new collection on Monday will launch. And there's 2 new things in 2 of them. One is a redo of one of my absolute favorite albums, which is the Travel Log. And they did it with navy and navy foiling. And it's like, I want to buy the bundle just to get that album. I don't know. So we'll have to find out hopefully on Monday if that album will be available separately or if it's just in that bundle. But you get the Wanderlust bundle with it, friends. So wait till you see, I'm doing Wanderlust tonight. Wait till you see that. And then maybe you'll say, okay, maybe I need some more Wanderlust, and then I can get my hands on that navy Wanderlust album. And the other album is the Seasons. So I'm gonna just mute that. But if you see here, sorry, I'm gonna try to pull it to there. Okay, so starting Monday, there is a card kit. Okay, so here's the card kit. It's like a one-click buy it all. And then here's that. So if you didn't catch it the first time, I'm pausing. There's that navy travel log album, gorgeous. And then here's that seasonal album. Do you see that one? So it's navy. I think it was like in teal colors the first time it was released. And but it is navy with navy foiling, and it's got like the medallion on the front has all these different icons of different seasons on it. So it's really beautiful, super beautiful. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to make sure you knew about those things. Those are coming on Monday. So the promo is still going on where you can get all the free things. So do you guys want to see them? Ha, I got them. I got them. So let's take a look because they are pretty cool. And you're getting a little sneak peek of some of the things I'll be using tonight. Actually, not those, but we're going to be using some of the things. We'll be using something from the secret box and all the good things. And you guys, I literally just got these in today. I got the Wanderlust a couple days ago because I did a 2-day shipping on that one. But I just got the other 3 promo items in today. So I thought we could take a quick look at these. And then we're going to take a closer look at the Wanderlust and this gorgeous punch. I can't get enough of that. But let's just take a minute here to kind of dig in. I have not even opened them. Look at, they're still in the boxes. So kind of fun. Let's open it together. Like I was about ready. I had so much to do to get prepared for tonight. I wanted to rip into these. Let's just do it right now. For the new horizontal pocket pages for the Happy album, I haven't even looked at them. So hey, let's do it together. Okay, so this is one of the promos, and I want to say it's probably the biggest value promo that you can get. So the way the promos work, you buy $150 worth of anything you want on Creative Memories, and then you get to pick which bundle you want. So there's a Wanderlust bundle, there's a card bundle, there's a Happy Album bundle, and then there's a seasonal page kit bundle. Okay, so here they are, and those are cute. So they feel like, they remind me of, sounds like, the multi-pocket pages. Same kind of thing. So it looks like there's, of course, a 4x6, a 4x6, and then this little space in here. And that spot, you know what they did, they're so clever, is they created, of course, pages that go with it. And these pages, so it's called Happy Foliage, right? And then you also get this Happy album. And can you guys see I don't know if you can see the foiling. Actually, it's not metallic. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not metallic. So it's just like a green ink printed on, kind of tealy green printed. I'm going to open this one so you guys can see it up close. But yeah, it's not metallic at all. I thought it might have been foiled, but it's really pretty. Okay, so that's the kind of the leaf pattern. Then the Happy Foliage, I have so much trash. Then the Happy Foliage is the paper pack. Here's the paper pack. So see how these pages all have this centerpiece, and so you can literally just cut that centerpiece and slide it right in here. So it looks like the opening is here. And it does look like the openings for the pictures are also on the side. So, you know, you can see that. So you get to slide those photos in, double-sided, very nice. And then it's got the middle part that you can add in. Or, you know, if you want to be real clever, you could do like little 2x2s, right? You could do a whole little section of 2x2s. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, 2x2s. So you can pop that in there, do a little 2x2x2, and then you could have 4x6 and 3 2x2s and another 4x6. So you can make it all photos if you wanted. Okay, so that looks fun. I'll have to dig into that more another day. I just kind of want to give you a little overview since they just came in. Mary says, I just got mine. Haven't opened it yet. Go get it. Go get it. Love the arrow and the cards. Okay, let's do that next, Carla. Okay, so here's the all occasions card. I don't know. Let's open the punch, right? It's all about the punches. This, like I had done a little promo preview and I said, remember, this is going to be a little mini punch. It's so cute. It's like the, you know, little tiny ones that we have already, and the arrow. Okay, that is really cute. I'm excited. Now I have another little mini punch I can add to my stamp and storage carousel because I love that. So let's punch the arrow. I'm gonna grab just a piece of scratch paper since we don't want to, you know, you always want to punch a scratch first. Yeah, see, there's the oil in it. So we want to punch a couple of those and get all that oil out. But you can see there, that's pretty cute, right? So there's the arrow punch. It still has a bit of oil in there, it looks like. Okay, let me punch another arrow. And so you can see there's the arrow. So it is tiny. I mean, right? It's pretty small. Okay, so then you also get the map pack 4x6 single-sided cards. And then this fun little pouch for all your card making supplies, right? So let me see. I'm trying to just open that up. And we do have some really unique, fun, different designs and sizes in this kit, which is kind of fun. So you can see by the envelope size, we've got some new different things to play with and cards. So bonus, always love having a bonus pack. And then so many different layers. And then what I love about Creative Memories card kits is like they are such easy things to put together. Wouldn't you agree? Because they have all the instructions. Like put A on top of 7D and then insert 7B through 7C. I mean, it's like, oh, makes it so easy, right? Foolproof. It's really kind of foolproof. So that's the card kit. And yeah, I think my favorite, of course, is the arrow punch that goes with it. I love my punches. And then the next one is, I'm going to come back to Wanderlust because we're actually going to be working with that tonight. The next one is the holidays. And so remember when I gave my little intro, I said, guys, the titles are big. They are big. Let me see. I feel like I'm a little crooked there. So you can see these are big titles. So they are going to make a big, bold statement on your page, as you can see. Here's the So Thankful. Okay, and then, so here's a 12 by 12 page, so you can see the size there. Celebrate, right? So, like for me, looking at the size of these, I would probably go like, that is the main thing, and then the rest of the page is pretty simple, right? So, you know, this is going to be your statement piece on your page, these titles. And then let's go over here and open the paper. So then you also get some 12 by 12, 12 sheets. 12 sheets. So all the different holidays, celebration, Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, fall, Thanksgiving, I guess, and Christmas. So you can just kind of see a quick flip through of those pages, which I know probably a lot of you have already seen these. You might even have them up close. Oh, I think that's my favorite. The little polka dots with all the different fall colors. Or Easter, is that Easter color? Those are Easter colors. Love polka dots. I'm such a polka dot girl. That's really cute too. Little teeny tiny hearts. And that one, oh, that reminds me of the birthday collection. So yeah, so there's the papers. And then last but not least is the Wanderlust bundle. And the prize thing I feel is this luggage punch. It's a luggage decorative border punch. And so I've had a chance to play with it just a little bit. We're going to work with it tonight. And you also get a page. Okay, I'm not going to give away too much, but you get Fast to Fab paper, 6 sheets of that, and then you get this gorgeous sticker sheet that goes with it as well. And the fun thing, as you can see, I had to try it out to make sure it worked, is that these little suitcases fit on your punched border, which is just fun. So we're gonna do that tonight and play around a little bit with the layouts. Okay, so any questions? That was the one and done Fast and Furious promo bundles 101. There you go. You're ready. Okay, so Jean says she's getting hers tomorrow. Yay! Rosalind's here from Oz. Welcome, welcome. And I am wearing polka dots. Julie, yes, I do. I love polka dots. And it's so funny. I just said that and look at, yes, I am wearing polka dots. How about that? Okay, so what I wanted to do, we're going to just jump in and get going tonight. And I'm going to show you, like I said, three what did I call them? Layouts? three techniques. Thank you. That was it. 3 techniques for doing easy, and we're talking easy scrapbook pages. And so I've got some different collections I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be working with the new Wanderlust. I'm going to be working with the Seas Please. And I'm going to be working with Sweet Summer. So those are the ones that I pulled to kind of share with you. But before we jump over into that and get started, I kind of wanted to just again remind you kind of where we're going. So 2 Friday night scrappings ago, I did a quick and easy cuts, quick cuts for fast page. Are you seeing a theme? It's like, I got to get my albums done. So quick cuts. And we did this page. Actually, I don't think it was quite this complete. I added a title and, some embellishments and things. But we did how you can just make some simple cuts and then add in your photos to kind of take up the rest of that space. And, you kind of have a complete layout. So we did my February layout, and then we also did this March layout, and I added a peekaboo pocket on this one. And then, maybe I can't remember. I think I added the journal box and a little embellishments and the title since we shared it on Friday Night Scrapbooking. Now, I just also wanted to take a second here because I still have had some folks ask, Lauren, what are flop stoppers and why do I need flop stoppers and what are they? So flop stoppers are kind of this little plastic tab that I created to help stop the flop. So like when you're turning a page, and especially if you've got a lot of peekaboo pockets on your pages, you'll notice that they kind of open and don't stay put. And so what I designed was a tab. Now, so you can actually use this, fold it over like this as a tab to kind of indicate, hey, open me and pull me, or you can cut it apart, which is, I think, 90% of the time what I do is I cut these apart, and then you just add it to a kind of an inconspicuous area on your page. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to get a little closer so you can see. So right here, I don't have a flop stopper on here. And so that peekaboo pocket's just going to flip open as soon as I turn the page. So I'm just going to take and these are cut out of really nice plastic. It's not polyvinyl chloride. It's a polyethylene plastic, and so they will not damage your photos. And then the adhesive is a super, super clear adhesive. Like, that was most important to me, so that when you put that down on your page, it really becomes invisible. So I'm zoomed in so you can see, and then you just lift this and open it, and then lift and close, right? So it's pretty easy to use. Now, when I zoom back out, and it becomes almost invisible, right? Wouldn't you say? And now when I turn that page, there's no flopping. So you have stopped the flop. Okay. So those are available in my shop, my Scrap Some Joy shop. And once again, that is a flop stopper. And I love it. I believe Rietta was saying she was also using these as closures for card kits. Like, she made this awesome envelope album that Noreen taught us how to do. And then she used a flop stopper as a closure. So I thought that was brilliant. So there's lots of different uses that we can do. But going back to the layout, this is a very simple layout. So what I want to do is kind of continue on this theme. So these are just some quick, easy cuts where the pictures fill in. But now what I want to share with you are some other techniques where we're actually going to cut the paper and do some layering and some what I like to call blocking, color blocks. And if you have watched that video on how to scrapbook, that's kind of what brought this whole thing together. And one of the guides that I'm going to be using today is and Diane says she needs those flop stoppers. Cindy loves the flop stoppers. Yes. And I am still working on, Rietta, did you hear me say, I love your idea for flop stoppers for the envelopes? Yes, that was so cute. So cute. Okay, so Carrie's in Canada. Oh my gosh. I love it. Home of all the dresses. Oh yeah, yes, all best dress. What is it? Ruffles. My favorite, Ruffles potato chips. Yes, I love those. Okay, so where we're going is power blocks, and I'm going to kind of dig in a little bit. So the reason I showed you those albums, the pages that we did 2 Fridays ago, 2 Friday night scrappings ago, is because I said I was going to talk about power blocks, and then I got so carried away I never got into this. So tonight we are going to kind of do a little mini tutorial on power blocks. Now, if you want the handout, and that always is great, thank you for supporting me by getting the handout. You don't need it. I'm going to be talking you through it, but you can find the handout in exclusive downloads at Craft Some Joy. I know some of you already have this handout too. And if you took my album in a day class, this was free. And, so just look, if you're in some, you probably have it. You might have it. If not, you can get it. So tonight, what I want to do, we're going to jump in with Wanderlust because it's just gorgeous and I want you guys to see it. And then I have something fun. I have bear news to share with you. So you know, hang tight. We're gonna have some fun. All right. And then, like I said, we're gonna do some other fun scrapping tonight. So I've got three, like I said, three different bundles. So we are going to start with Wanderlust. Now, one of the things I want to mention with Wanderlust is that it is one of those collections that comes along, you know, every so often where you're like, I love this collection. The more I use it, the more I love this collection. I love this collection. So you can see I have quite a bit of Wanderlust. It's definitely a Papa Bear folder type of collection because it has mat cards, it has laser mats, it has, you know, 2 packs of gorgeous paper, it has stickers and embellishments, and then now this gorgeous Wanderlust luggage border that they just came out with, plus more paper and a new sticker sheet, just to make this collection even more powerful. And as a organizational aside, so, you know, I apologize if people have already talked about this, but I had an aha moment today because I was digging into Wanderlust and realized I have done a lot. I've actually done videos exclusively on Wanderlust. You can find them. I did a Scrap with Me ×3 with Noreen and Kylie. We did Wanderlust, and I know I've used this in, you know, other workshops. So I had a lot of scraps. And then I was getting ready. I was putting everything away, and I love to use the Power Project folders for, you know, containing the things that I want to share with you guys. And then I realized the Power Project folders fit beautifully inside the Papa Bear folder. And now I have a place to corral my my 4x4 grid for the embellishments, but also all my scraps, because I was trying to get full sheets, like trying to see which sheets are full, and they were all mixed together. So I went through my stack and took out all the pieces that were like, look at how many I have. I have so many strips and little pieces and things because like I said, I've taught a lot with this collection. And then I just stuck them all in the folder. Okay, wait, it's not the Power Project folder. What is it called? Power Simple folder. I think that's the right. And then, like I said, you can just slip this. So now all my paper, all my full sheets are back here. And then all my cut sheets are in the Power Simple sleeve, right? It's Power Simple sleeve. And then you can just slide that in. And then hopefully, yeah, there we go. It doesn't get caught because it was getting caught on all my stuff. Anyhow, just a little organizational tip because, like I said, I have a lot of Wanderlust things that I needed to organize. So on that note, what I want to do is start off, and if you have the Power Blocks cutting guide, we're going to use cutting guide number 1. Now, you can use this guide. You can actually just use one sheet of paper and make these cuts on one sheet of paper, but I'm going to do things a little differently than what's, you know, with just one sheet of paper. We're going to use more than one. So I'm going to show you kind of how you can take this to the next level, but it's still a system. Very easy way to do your layouts. And yeah, the Power Simple folders are on creativememories.com. So they're kind of my version of Mama Bear. So there's, you know, but they are open on 2 sides, just like that. And, but they do slide beautifully into the Power Project folder, which is the Papa Bear. So these are both from Creative Memories. Okay, so this first cutting guide number 1, basically what we're doing is I give you some layout, some suggestions on where you can put your paper and your strips. So what we're doing is we're cutting blocks of paper and we're layering them on our pages in just a very simple, easy way. And so this formula, what we're going to use is 4.5 by 12 as a strip. And then the two little strips are 1.5 by 12. Okay, so what does that look like? Oh, and you guys, I have to say, in getting prepared for tonight, I put in a brand new blue blade. So if you're also looking for, like, what should you add to get those promos? So 7/21, that's today's date. Put in a brand new blade. Oh, I feel like it's a brand new trimmer and a brand new matte strip. Okay, and I even got an extra. And so then you can put your little extra matte strip back behind here. I'm going to leave it in the wrapper so that I know that one is new. Well, you can always tell because I noticed my, I don't know if it's going to stay. We'll put that in later. But my other mat was like really grooved. I don't know if you can see them. See all those grooves? Oh, so grooved. So I decided all new. So it cuts like butter. We're good again. There's my trimmer. So don't forget, I actually, here's the funny thing. I actually, I put the date on my last one and I haven't changed this. It's been about 2 months. So this one, the date was 5/28/23. And so it's been 2 months since I've changed the blade. That's a lot. I scrap a lot. You guys, you see me cutting all the time. So 2 months for that blade. That was pretty good. And of course, it's going to depend on how much you scrap, is how often you need to reuse those blades. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with this basic layout. And I'm going to show you how that changes based on what you can use for your base, your background. And one of the things that I decided to grab was the, let me grab, where's the other one? The Fast to Fab paper that came in the Wanderlust bundle. And why can't I find the other one? Okay, it's playing hide and seek with me. Yeah, decided to just disappear, didn't it? Okay, well, that's okay. Well, let's get started with this side. So the paper that I wanted to use was this kind of green arrow paper. And then oh, look, it's behind it. There it is. And then if you can see, this is kind of a dark blue with brown. And so when I was going through my Wanderlust paper, what I wanted to do was find some paper that was going to complement kind of this background sheet. Now, this doesn't mean you have to do it this way, right? I always say that. But you could choose any of these other papers and then go, oh, this has a brown edge on it. Let me find a paper that would complement that brown and kind of work your way from there. So I ended up doing the brown, the blue banner. And so, wait a second, I think I was going to go, no, I was putting it this way. The blue banner here. And then the other piece I cut was that 1.5-inch strip. Okay, so we're not doing fancy cuts. We're not doing miter cuts. We're not doing frames or anything like that. We are truly just doing simple cuts. So what I wanted to do was find another paper that kind of complemented the base page that I already had set out. So if you can see that, already what I've done is created some simple linear lines, simple blocks of color that are kind of giving me some layers for my pictures. So what happens then when we add our photos? So simply, that's pretty easy to do. We can add a 4x6 here. We can add a 4x4 here. We can add, oh, I think I did a 2-page layout. That's why I have so many pictures here. Here's my 2 pages, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I switched it up. We could do a 4x5. We could do another 4x4 under that. I can't remember how I had this up. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, is this. I had a 4x4 here and then another 4x6. So already I have kind of linearly laid out my photos. And again, I'm switching the 4x6s, like I'm not lining those up so that I have kind of an interesting cross going on with my photos. So that quickly, I have already just done a base for my page just by cutting 2 strips of paper. That's it. You can really just take this. I'm just going to kind of show you. You get the idea of what you could do for the other page. So easy, the same thing, right? So now what could you do? Okay, for a little more pizzazz, right? So if we wanted to take this and go, okay, that's nice, Lauren, but I need a little more finishing touches to this page. Oh, I'm so glad you asked, because as you can see, I've been playing with the luggage punch, and I created a beautiful luggage punch border. So again, I went into my Wanderlust stash and I actually used the black arrow paper. So this is the black paper with the arrows on it. And I wanted something, you could always do black cardstock, 100%, but I wanted something with a little kind of pizzazz. So now what I'm going to do is go. So the first thing I want to say is you can go here, be done, and your page is gorgeous, right? I mean, you've just got color, texture, variety. You could be done. But now let's say you actually want to put a little more pizzazz. And so let's say we're going to change this picture to a 4x5, and this one we're going to leave at a 4x4. So I'm just taking an inch off, but basically what that's going to do is allow me to kind of focus a little bit more on this border. Okay, so you can see how just taking an inch off of these two, now I've got this border kind of front and center ready to go. And now I can start even doing another textural layer, just as simple as that. This is that gorgeous luggage punch, again punched out of the arrow paper from the Wanderlust collection, right? So that black arrow paper in here, I'll show you. This is the one I used for the luggage, and it's got kind of a geometric pattern on the back. Okay, and then what can we do? We can actually finish that off with a little bit more pizzazz. So I had, like I mentioned, I had to try out whether these cute little suitcases were going to actually work. And so I took them out and put a little powder on them so that they weren't super sticky anymore, right? And stuck them in here. So I use my powder holder tool, and I do have more of those on order, friends, so if you missed it. So I just did that. It'll be coming back to the shop, no worries. And then, voila, look at that. Is that cute or what? They do fit right here on top of the punch strip. Now, you could go to town and like put all the, stickers on all the things. But what I want to do is kind of show you, let's take a look at kind of just building this layer here from a strip into what you might call a border, right? So, I mean, we do have border folks here tonight, don't we, Carrie? My border queens. So let's go ahead and add this fun luggage to this strip. Okay, so it just fits really nice and perfectly in there. And then I'm going to get some foam squares. And in case you didn't hear, but as you might know, they changed the configuration. So now you're getting multiple sizes of foam squares, which is kind of cool. So you can pick and choose what you need for your little pieces that you're going to pop up. So the nice thing about using your powder tool on these is that you can still put those foam squares on top and you're good to go. Like, they still stick even though you put your powder tool. So now let's go ahead and take the backings off. My little trash can up here. And let's put that here. So I'm going to do a cluster of 3 of these darling little suitcases here. And they have, different sizes. So you have to find the little suitcases that fit. And then one over here. And those 3 are going to give such a fun little interest. And I actually do kind of want to put that one, see if I can layer it just a little. Anyhow, so we've got a blue, red, and white one in this corner. Already so cute, right? Let me see if I can get a little closer for you guys. There we go. Okay, so since we're only doing one page, right? Okay, so there's that luggage. We've already added some pizzazz just by putting those fun little stickers on the border strip. And now what we can do is, I was digging through my neutral layering shapes and, trying to go, okay, what do I want? I kind of want a tag, something that looks kind of like a luggage tag. And I thought, oh, this one's kind of cool. So what I thought would be kind of fun would be to create another area of interest down here. Now, here's the other thing. You could also very easily put this on the top page over here. Like, you could just mirror this, do the same thing, and put this as a title. But I was thinking what would be kind of fun is this explore, right? This explore sticker right here. And then so these are the new stickers. I like them. I like them so much. And then this really fun arrow, and the arrow needs more foam squares. It's like I wanted explore and then I wanted the arrow popped up. So now we've got the little mini foam squares again. And then let's add that so it's kind of this dimensional arrow popping out from explore. Maybe we'll do it right here. And then they have these really fun other arrows, markers, and then I really like these little stars. But now I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, you know what? That's going to be the same color as my background shape. So let's see. This would be kind of cute. Off we go, off we go, off we go. So maybe I'll tuck this under explore and see a little bit. No, I think I like it over, and just add one more little kind of layer in here. And this one is actually going to come off the layering shape so that it gives some anchor to the page. Okay, so we have this, and like if I were going to do it on this side, maybe what I'd do is use the arrow that's going the opposite direction so that it's pointing in. But you could, like you could do that arrow down here and then put it down here in the bottom. But again, same kind of idea. Let's just say we did this same cut. So, you know, you can cut 2 of these just like that. Punch another layer and then leave the suitcases off this time. And then now you've got this really cool title up here, right? And then maybe you're going to bring back in your 4x6 photos on this side. You could do that. Here's another 4x6, or maybe you wanted a 6x4. You can pull that in, or let's see, maybe a 2 5x4s. That would work really nicely there. And again, I'm working with this paper that already has kind of a border on it. So you can see there, that would be, you know, again, just switch this up, but there's an easy, fast, finished page just with some super simple layers. Whoops. Ha! You're not able to see that, are you? There we go. I zoomed in too much. Ah, there you go. Okay, so you guys get the idea, right? Just like that. So as quick as it is to just grab the paper, right? So I'm going to just kind of show you how to do the opposite side. I thought I had that paper pulled out. I must have tucked it back in here. So this is the map paper. I love this map paper. So pretty. And I think I got so excited about putting everything in my, my pocket. I think I must have just grabbed it all and stuck it back in my pocket because I don't see it. Anyhow. Okay, so again, the simple cut is a 4.5 inch by 12. Okay, and this is where I got that. The same map paper, the compass paper is on the back. So this is 4.5. And you can see as soon as I make these cuts, the page just totally comes together. And then this is 1.5. Okay. So now, again, adding the, oh gosh, wouldn't those arrows be so cute on with Wanderlust? Oh my goodness, I just, happy mistake right there, right? Okay, what was I doing? Oh, so we could do some more 4x6. You know, you get it. You put as many photos down as you love to see photos. And then here, right? So we could put this over here and that there. And you have a beautiful, layered, easy, fast page, right? So like I said, it doesn't have to take you hours and hours to put a fun page together. Just adding a few extra layers can give you a little bit more pizzazz, right? Because we were talking about how do you add pizzazz to your pages. So there you have it. Now let's just talk for a minute. I'm just going to talk about that for this layout. Let's say you don't have your Wanderlust background paper, like you didn't get that. And let's say you just want to scrap directly on your scrapbook page. I'm going to show you this layout on black, just plain black. Maybe you've got black pages in your travel album and you're just going to work on black pages. So this translates really easy, right? It's going to give you a different look and a different feel, but you can just make this as simple as your album pages, your black pages, adding those layers, right? And then just adding a decorative element if you'd like the border punch. And, you know, add your photos wherever, whatever size you need. So that's what it looks like, just as easy on a plain black page, right? just like that. Can you see that? Okay, there we go. Simple, still simple, fast, and easy. Now, how about on white pages? Let's take a look at what that looks like on white. Same cuts. Okay, now we're going to just slide these off. Slide off our picture placeholders, right? And let's put this on white cardstock. So maybe you're working on white pages, white scrapbook pages. Same thing can translate to that as well. So there's your borders, your layers, a few extra embellishments, and you have a 2-page spread with no background paper, either on white or on black. You can move that wherever you like. Okay, so I wanted to show you, you can be as layered and as textured as adding these backgrounds, right? Adding that printed background paper, or you can be as simple as just putting this on your plain scrapbook page, right? And yeah, Sandy's saying she uses the natural album pages and it goes with everything outdoors. And that would be another awesome background, right? So let me grab a natural page. Natural or Spargo. So here's Spargo. Just think of, that's one of my absolute favorites is Spargo. Where's my natural? I think way down here on the bottom. Here's the natural. So you can see how that works exactly just like what Sandy was saying. And you can see how this would be on an actual scrapbook page, right? Let's just slide it right on over. I'm not going to do this for every one we're doing tonight, but it gives you kind of that knowledge base to go, oh yeah, that works, right? Just like that. There's on the beautiful Spargo, and then the same thing, natural. Natural has that, definitely has that outdoorsy, travel-y feel to it, right? Gives you a good neutral base color. Oh, looks like I got a premier size natural page there mixed in my stash. Okay, so that is my technique 1. And from the Power Blocks guide, that was cutting guide number 1 with the new Wanderlust. So I hope that kind of gave you a little insight how fun it is to have some of these extra Wanderlust pieces at your fingertips. And yeah, they are going to go into my Wanderlust stash for sure, and get tucked in with my other Wanderlust goodies. So there's the pages. This is again the free add-on to the promo, which is the 6 sheets of 12 by 12 plus the punch plus the stickers. Okay, so let me kind of put these in here and let's add in another layout. Okay, so if we're talking formulas, super fast, right? Super fast formulas. Let's jump in. I'm going to save my bear update for the last one, so you're going to have to stay tuned. So for this one, we are going to do the Sweet Summer Collection, which is such a fun, beautiful, colorful collection. Beautiful. And let's see how this works with a pop, like very bold, patterned, colorful patterns. So for sorry guys, for this we're going to use cutting guide 3. So basically our blocks are going to be 4 by 12s and 2 by 12s. Okay, that's our formula. 4 by 12s, 2 by 12s. Again, such an easy way of just cutting our paper. So now let's just jump in and take a look at this summertime or sweet summer collection. And this is the paper pack. And I should mention that the stickers are on last chance for this collection. So if you like this collection, you might want to go grab those stickers before they're all gone. And when you see this in action, you'll see, oh yes, it's cute. Okay, so I'm going to again show you a couple options. Here is a pattern base. Okay, so you don't have to use a pattern base, but I'm just going to show you kind of how we can do this with a pattern base. And then here is my 4-inch strip and my 2-inch strip. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is bring my 4-inch this way. And since this is such a huge pop of color, I decided to make this the smaller strip. And I'm going to put this kind of towards the top. All right, so now what can we do to kind of finish off this page? So we have 4-inch strip, a 2-inch strip. Now we can add in, how about a mat pack, a mat card? So the mat cards, the large mat cards, are 4.5 by 6.5. So a 6 by 4 or 4 by 6 photo can fit beautifully on top. So nice. And look at how all these colors start to pop and play with each other. And then we can add a 3.5 by 5.5 inch photo that sits really perfectly on this 4-inch strip. Now, because this is a 4-inch strip, I decided to just trim in my photo a little bit on here. So 3.5 by 5.5. And then, let me see, I'm going to have to push this up to the top a little bit more so I have a little more room on my page here. And then I took one of the mat cards and I trimmed this down, and I thought, what a cute journaling box that would make. It's half of the Fun in the Sun journaling box. And then I had this little leftover space, and a 3 by 4 photo fit just perfectly in there. So you could do a fun layout, the beginnings of a fun summer layout there. And what does this page need? It needs a title. And Sweet Summer has some really gorgeous lasers that come in the collection, including this fun wave. So if you wanted to even add another textural layer, you could kind of put this fun wave laser in your setup as an additional textural element. And then if we wanted to add a summer, like say this is a summer, the start of summer. I remember those days really well when my kids' first day of summer, last day of school, right? And then you could kind of play. I feel like it gets lost on the layout without some kind of separation. So I went in and kind of pulled in a few different layering pieces. These have to be a bigger one because this is kind of a bigger title that might work in this spot. And so, you can see I've got a banner where I can have half of that kind of coming off and do a big banner up there. And then I thought, oh, this is kind of cute because it has the notebook edge. So what if I did a little, I could trim that down and do a little notebook tuck in there for the summer title, and then kind of play off my journal box. So that would be cute. Now, what if you don't have a summer? Maybe this is just hot, by the pool or whatever. Let's see how we could take the summer out and just do like a cluster of some fun little titles here. And then you could write in or create your own title up here in this area. So easy, right? So then Again, you could take this same idea, cut these same two blocks, and create your second page for your layout. And where did I put it? Here it is. So this is working off of this layout. So you could actually do the strip here, and then flip the smaller strip down to the bottom if you'd like. Okay, so and I think again we can do that. Here's my trimmer. So let's take a quick minute and just see how do we finish off and turn this from a 1-page into a 2-page, since most of the time that's what we're working on. Okay, so I'm going to cut that 2-inch piece, okay, just as easy as that. And then I'm going to get that popsicle paper. So cute. And we're going to cut a 4-inch strip for that. Okay. And then we need the background. Now, the paper I use, I forgot to go grab another sheet, another pack. So if you want this as your background paper, you're actually going to need 2 packs of paper for the summertime collection. And I forgot to grab another one. So let's just take a look at some other options for this. And I wanted to show you could use, instead of this mango-y peachy color, this is from the Totally Tonal Tangerine, right? So it's the one with, can you see the itty bitty little dots on here? And then watch, we flip that over. So the orange is in here too. Let's say instead of the peach. And you can see you can go with that strip here and have it go all the way across, or just take that strip and bring it down here to kind of create an S or a Z on your page, and then add in your photos, right? So just that quick, you can add those 2 blocks and boom, another layout. Let's also just take a look at what this would look like with solid. What about a solid color? This is a piece of aqua cardstock. There's so many colors that work well with Sweet Summer Aqua, purple ice, tangerine. So this one, you're going to be playing off the blues and greens. So if you have pictures that kind of complement this color palette, that's kind of another thing to always think about is marrying the photos that you have with your paper, right? So here's a solid. And then of course, just like we showed before, thank you, Sandy, for reminding us, Spargo, gorgeous, easy way to add. Here's a Spargo page, right? Look at how pretty that is. Just some simple blocks of color on the Spargo page. And then, what if we just added a little bit of texture? And, you could also do a fun title down here in this bottom corner. That's kind of fun as well. Okay, so simple cuts, simple layers. You can go as, different textures and patterns together as you want. So you can start with a textural paper. You can add in even a mat card, or you can just keep it super simple and just add those strips of color and pattern to just a plain scrapbook paper. Okay, so that is our Power Blocks lesson number 2. We're moving right along. How about that? All right, you guys, I'm going to take just a minute and clean up and get ready for our last layout. And we're going to have a little fun with this one. Okay, guys? So let me kind of get things set up for a minute. But while I do that, I will check in on questions. So I know I've been kind of working hard and not getting to those questions. So Before I start on the next layout, I want to share a little fun video with you, which is, it's so funny. It's actually my first viral video. And so you most likely saw this video, right? But I wanted to share it once again with you. And so here we go, you guys. This is my friend the bear that came to visit. And yes, that is me knocking on my kitchen window going,
Hey, dude!
hey, dude, that's my craft room. I don't want you under my craft room, right? Now, I thought that banging on the window was going to deter him. Not so much. So, who saw this video? Pop it in the chat. Did you guys see my bear video?
Call Honey Hines.
Yeah. And then I had to call my husband.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's doing the squirmy wormy.
No. Oh, no.
In that's my craft room. That's where I'm sitting right now. So, right? You guys, did you see it?
Oh.
No. Yeah. That was the bear video. Now, what some of you who joined me on Tidy Up actually got to see was this bear video, which is about 5 minutes after I shot that video. Guess who came out? The same huge, big brown bear came scrolling on out, which was just so fun. So there is my fun little bear coming right back out of the place he just had to pull open and come out. Okay. So that was, you guys all got to hear of my bear adventures, but here's a brand new little video that you may not have seen. And this one happened, I think, just a couple days after this bear video that I just showed you. And I was only able to take pictures because I happened to be on the phone when I saw this bear. And he was getting a back scratch on our pecan tree in the yard. And so if you were at the last pop crop, I gave you a tip on how you can take a live video and turn it into a video, right? And so I did that for you guys so you could see this fun guy getting a back scratch. So are you ready? Here you go. Is that funny? Look at this one's my favorite. He's just going to town. We have to watch that again, right? Look, there he is. He's like, oh, this tree feels so good. Oh, I'm just gonna go for it. Just that spot right there. So that guy was just too much fun. And I thought you might like to see that cute little back scratching bear just going for it on our tree. So that is a brand new video that I stitched again. It kind of jumps a little bit because I stitched together some live videos for you. Okay, so super fun. So what I wanted to share with you today is a layout to document this fun experience that I've had with my bears. Okay. So what we're going to do, and I was just chatting with you so I didn't get cleaned up. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the C's Please bundle. And I actually did a little stash diving for this layout, and I grabbed my Totally Tonal sepia hues for one of the papers in there. That was really fun. And then we're going to have some fun because, as you might be aware, the new C's Please collection has a little bit of bear going on in it. You guys remember seeing that? It has a little bit of bear going on. So what I did is I took the last cutting guide. So we're going to jump to cutting guide number 6 on the Power Blocks cutting guide. And what we're going to do is create this layout. But what I wanted to do was kind of also get some photos so that you can actually see how these layouts come together with photos for you. Okay, and so I did a sketch. This is my little sketch template you can find on my website too. And you can see we're going to do these simple cuts with the power blocks. And then I wanted to have a way of putting pictures down and then knowing what to print. And as you guys may know, I talk a lot about printing at home. And, you know, they had that awesome sale on the IKSON 400 printer. And so I just printed these today to share with you. So these are some of my photos that I have ready for my layout. But I wanted to do a sketch for this one so that I knew exactly where I was going to put. And then I did print some of my photos as 4x4s because I knew that's what I needed to kind of go with the layout. Okay, so this is my Ode to Bear layout. You might be noticing these awesome, cute, new little photo folders. I talked to the printer. I was hoping I could tell you they're going to be in the shop this weekend, but it turns out everything's coming in next week. So between Wednesday and Friday of next week, so hopefully by the weekend, next weekend, I will have my new photo folders. I will also have my new dot grid journal cards. I will also have the printed blog guides, which as you may remember, I decided to have these professionally printed. They're going to have a white spiral instead of black. I switched that up. This is my sample, but it is, again, a beautiful bound copy of all the borders, not all the borders, but 100 and what was it? 112, 120, I think, borders from the CM blog with instructions. So all of this will be in my shop by next weekend, but some things like the blog guide might come in a little early. It might be in by Wednesday. And then the cards and the note cards, hopefully shortly after. Okay, so I wanted to kind of give you an update about that. So it's coming so close. I was hoping today I could tell you. Today's the day. Okay, so we are going to make some cuts for this layout. This is going to be a 2-page layout. And our cuts are going to be 10 by 5 and 10 by 7 and 2 by 5 and 2 by 7. So again, you can do this with one sheet of paper if your patterns work. And what I noticed is that for my layout, I needed 2 separate pieces of paper. So I cut one piece, the 10 by 5, and one piece, the same 10 by 7, and then I used a different piece for the 2 by 7. So let's take a look at that. And I am going to show you this layout on patterned paper. Now, again, just like I've been mentioning, you could use hot fudge cardstock to do this layout if you don't want to say, you know, I mean, the C's, please, you're giving up 2 pieces of this. You can cut, you know, some out of it. But if you've got multiple packs, maybe you don't mind using these as the base. But since this is kind of a special page for me, my Ode to Bears, I'm going to go ahead and start with this really nice wood pattern paper in the background. So I think I'm going to do my pattern going this way, and I'll show you why in a second. And then, there we go. I'm going to show you the paper that I cut. So out of C's Please, yes, C's Please is a you know, kind of cruisy, Alaskan cruisy type paper, but it does, so this is going to be a non-cruise layout with the C's Please bundle. And so I took the evergreen paper. So this is the one with the moose on the background. And this is what I cut my first paper into. Now, if it has a direction to your pattern, whoops, let me find my Power Blocks guide. Where did that go? If you have a direction to your paper, you want to be especially careful that when you end up, so basically you can see here, you turn your paper like this, right? So because my direction, my trees, I needed to be going this way, the first cut is going to be off the top or the bottom. That 2-inch cut is going to be off, okay, with the direction of the trees. And then I'm going to make my cut this way for a 5-piece. So then you end up with 10. So you're going to cut 2 inches off. Then you end up with 10. And then you're going to cut a 10 by 5 and a 10 by 7. Then our next piece are the 2-inch pieces. And so what's kind of fun about this is that if you were using the same paper, this is your leftover. But since we are not, I chose a different pattern. And again, you have to pay attention to your direction. So this was just a 2-inch strip. And then I cut that in half. So this is a 5 inches by 2. No, sorry, 7 inches by 2, because this is my 7-inch piece. This is 5 inches by 2, which is the leftover space over here. So you can see already just by adding those 3 pieces of paper, I have a really fun background. Now, if you wanted to kind of save paper, you could cut out the center here for that. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to start sticking things down, and then we're going to start playing with some different pieces in this. So I'm just going to use my mat to line this up. So you're going to need 1 inch at the top and 1 inch at the bottom. Okay, and then here. So Carrie, you might be seeing some of these guys up in Ontario, huh? Some moose. We were having so much fun adding things to the beta Photoshop the other day. That was add moose to your picture. So if you didn't see one, you could add one. How about that? All right. Here we go. So I'm just going to kind of add that bear paper. I mean, this paper, right? So cute, you guys. Look at it. It's got bears. It's perfect, isn't it, for my bears? So this is a non-cruisy bear layout. Let's go ahead and add this side over here. So I'm just eyeballing it. It's about 3/4 of an inch down. And I'm going to add just a little more adhesive right there. Okay, so there's our base. So easy, right? I made 2 cuts so fast, add them on, and you're ready to go. Now we add our pictures. So as you can see in my sketch, what I decided, and again, just a reminder, I have a video on how to make these. Okay, so if you want to make them, just go make them. But I do use them to help kind of figure out where things are going to go or how things might lay out, in different ways. And so I put a couple 4x4s, a 4x6. This is another beautiful area over here for another photo, a 4x5, maybe another 4x4 over here. And then I wanted to bring in some of this dark brown wood, which is why I chose my wood grain to go this way. And this is going to be, you could use that as a mat, the dark brown. You could also use hot fudge cardstock if you wanted to just kind of bring in this dark brown bear color. Okay, so fast, right? So now I have, 3, 6 photos here. You could add a peekaboo pocket. You could go up to 8 photos just like that, just so quickly. Let's take a look at what we can do to enhance this layout just a little bit. And as you guys might know, there is a bear punch, right? And everybody said, Lauren, you've got to use that bear punch. I said, yes, I absolutely do have to use the polar bear punch, which also can double as a brown bear punch, right? So what I ended up doing is getting into, so this is, I also found this beautiful wood circular laser that I thought would be great for a title spot. And then I got into punching my brown bears. So you can see this is brown bear punched out of, or my bear punch punched out of hot fudge. And then this is that one when I said I did a little stash dive into the sepia, totally tonal sepia. And I love it. I just love that little bit of texture. So that's the one I'm going to go with. But we're going to actually, I'm not going to waste this brown one. I'm actually going to layer these together. Yeah, I did have it going the right way. Okay, so I'm just going to take my pattern paper bear punch and just layer it on top. And you guys have seen me do this for all kinds of embellishments, and it just gives a punched paper border just a little more weight to it, right? It just gives you a little more bulk, and you don't have any issues with it tearing or ripping. So what if we took our bears and then we added it in with this gorgeous laser of some of these trees. So I'm bringing this same tree element out, and now I'm bringing these really fun little brown bears, textural brown bears in front of those trees, playing off the brown in my little brown bear paper. And I should also say, I decided to be minimal on this paper. I could have gone big and put bear paper everywhere. I could have used bear paper for the background. But I want you to notice what happens when I put my photos on, that little accent actually makes a bigger statement. And my photos are what? My photos are the star of my pages. Okay, so as I have in my little folder, I've got my bears layered. Isn't that cute? Just that little extra bit right there. I just love it. And I've got Mr. Scratchy Back Bear going here. You guys see? I took and I printed him, Mr. Scratchy Back Bear there. And then I have, I forgot to trim these down, my 4x4s over here. And then I didn't share, I don't have a video of this guy, but he was a previous visitor from him. So you can see they're very different when you look at, the pictures of them. This guy had a lot of black kind of underneath and then this lighter color on top, and he was a much smaller bear than this one that came. So you can see what I did is I took some screenshots of my big visitor here, and then kind of to tell the story, ripping it off, crawling under, and then coming back out, right? So that's where we're going to add those photos. But this little guy could come over here, and then we can do some 4x4. So let me grab my little personal trimmer, and we can start trimming some of these guys down. Okay, so got 4x4s in here. And this one. And I know sometimes people ask, okay, so Lauren, do you just waste the other paper? Yeah, I do. I buy the paper in such bulk. To me, a little bit of waste is okay. It saves me on the ink. And you could use apps if you're concerned about that to help you be better on your photo paper. But for me, I'm just kind of okay with that. So on this guy, I am going to trim just a little bit of this grass off, just so I have a little more room on my paper for both of these photos. Okay, so I might trim that maybe just a smidge more. I think I'm just going to do. So this was actually a 5x4, but I'm going to make it just a little bigger. I want to leave a little green so that there's kind of a little bit of balance there. Okay, so here we are here. So we've got our little guy visitor here, and then going in the butt crawl. And then what I thought would be kind of fun is to do a peekaboo pocket and go, yep, he came out, and then put my journaling under that. So you have to go, oh my gosh, what happened? Oh yes, flip it up. And he did come out. Yes, he did. He came out. Okay, so let's get these stuck down so we have kind of an idea of the layout. And then what I want to do is just add some finishing touches on here for you. And then we'll talk about a few more things before we go tonight and wrap up. So you can see this is the anchor paper on the back here. And I did choose to cover up the journal card, and I'll show you why in a minute when I get to some of the embellishing. Okay, so we're just going to add a 5x4 here, and then a 4x4 here. See how these go. Tuck it in there. Okay. Now I'm going to add my trees, and I will do the same layered border all across the bottom of the other page too. So we're going to add this, the trees. And so I waited to do this so that I could have a little bit of overlap. If that bothers you, just scoot everything up and you can, not overlap it. Sometimes I do like a little bit of overlap. So here's my little brown bear chain. So cute, you guys. I just love the bears in front of the trees. So cute. And then let's go ahead and put our other guys over here. So this picture to me, it's kind of bugging me. It's a little, you can fit a full 4x6 right here, but it's just got a lot of blah, and there's a window reflection, which kind of makes, so I was in the kitchen again when I took that picture, and it makes this weird color change. So I think I am going to just cut this down to, maybe 4.5. No, I'll do 5. I'm just going to at least cut some off that picture. That feels better. Okay, so I've got that guy there. And then let's go ahead and add him here up in the top. And then I'm going to have to add a peekaboo afterwards, but it'll go right here. But I can put this one, maybe I'll scoot these over just a smidge. And then I want to kind of talk a little bit about the title and some little fun decorative things. Oh yeah, and I am going to continue. Let me pull out the other trees so we can put those down. So this would take, if you love those trees, I think that's like one of my favorite in the whole pack. It will take 2 laser packs, because I love getting 2 anyhow. It just gives you the option to make your 2-page spread. Whoops. Okay, let me get these out of the way, and I'm just going to line these guys up. There we go. Yep. So pretty. I love this laser. I could have like 10 of them. Different colors of green. Wouldn't that be pretty? So pretty. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I have that down, it kind of gives me an idea where I need to place my pictures. This guy can go right in here. So it doesn't all have to fit within, your layers. You can go over your layers. That's totally fine too. And I think this one, I think I will pull it up just a smidge so that I can have a little bit of a distance between these guys right here. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one down so we can have a placeholder. So now we have the, yeah, and so I'm going to change my mind right now. I'm going to just trim a little of this brown off just because of the trees and all this. I just want a little more separation in between. Personally, that's what I like. So kind of right there. So now I have a place I can pull that down a little bit. I can even overlap that photo just a smidge. And what I want to do is kind of use this as a base. Oh, look, I didn't even notice there's two sides to that. Which side? Oh, I think the lighter one, a little more contrast. Okay, so we're going to put this title down right here. This awesome wood. And then we're going to kind of fill in with some fun. So what I wanted to share is some ideas that I had here. I'm going to need that. We're going to need that. Where did my other ones go? Now they're hiding from me. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's stuck to the folder. And I have one more. So this is the Totally Tonals paper that I punched my bears out of, just so you know. It has this pattern on it. And what I decided was, looking at the paper, this word paper, it has the bears on the backside. I thought, oh, there are some really cute words in this bear paper, right? And especially that go with my layout. So what I decided to do was focus on a few of the words, and I just cut them out just by hand. I just took my scissors. It does not have to be perfect. And so I cut out wildlife, okay, and I cut out adventure, wilderness, and outdoors. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to use all four, but maybe wildlife, outdoor, adventure. So I think I'm going to not use wilderness, and I think I'm going to just cut the S off so that now I have outdoor, adventure. So now what I'm going to do is add, I'm going to kind of show you how I'm making my DIY embellishments. And this is why I used the journal card to map my bear paper, because I wanted the full wood to do these embellishments. And I'm just cutting by hand. Okay, it does not, it actually, I think, works better if it's not perfect, right? It's kind of one of those. And then what a perfect time to grab, if you got the secret box, you got the little distressing tool. And so I'm just going to, because these map cards are white core, they distress really well. So can you guys see that? I hope. You're just running the edge through the paper, just like that. And it's kind of scratching it up, making that white edge. Okay, so you can see over here it doesn't have the white edge, but on those two sides it has the white edge. So that's just another way you can use the distressing tool. And I kind of like to go both directions. This, I do want it to feel a little rustic. So, I'm kind of just getting in there and doing that. So I have wildlife, outdoor, and then where's my adventure? Okay, so we're gonna, because I like my threes, so I'm gonna do my last one. And again, like I said, these are not cut perfectly. I just cut them apart, not really paying attention that they're all, you know, spot on. Especially the way the words are stacked, they are a little tricky to cut apart, just saying. Okay, so I'm going to just take that, distress a little there, go back and forth, get the corner, I missed the corner there, and then around, just like that. And now the last piece. And if you wanted, you could do the same distressing technique to your mat card. Okay, that would be kind of cool. So you're bringing that same textural element over here. In fact, I'm probably going to do that. I won't put you all through it though. So there's kind of the layout. Of course, I'm missing my other brown. I've got to punch him out. And I thought how fun these little words would be to add as some little embellishments over here. And then what I wanted to do was focus on my title. So I pulled in like a neutral layering shape, and then I pulled in a white one, and I haven't really decided, but I need something to cover up those lines, right? And I also need a sentiment and and some fun to add to this layer. So when I started looking, I was thinking, oh gosh, I do kind of like that. And I really actually love I think my favorite stickers on this whole pack are these trees again, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm bringing those trees back into the layout, into the title area. And so I think I want to kind of separate these and put this little one in the front. So I've got this fun little cluster of trees here. And then there was a title I had thought of. Oh, I love this one. Be Wild, right? Like, how perfect is that? Be Wild. That is like, to me, I thought that was the perfect title for this page. So now what I can do is kind of go, all right, so if I have this background, do I like the brown? I do kind of like the brown, and I love the texture on that. Or do I want white? And what do you guys think? White or brown? I kind of like the brown. I kind of like the brown. Even though it's really kind of very tonal, I like the brown. Okay, so we're going to add the natural layering shape, and you're going to see a little bit of that white behind it. So that's kind of cool, just based on the size. I'm going to add my trees. Actually, I think I'm going to do the Be Wild on this side. So I'm going to just layer that cluster up there in the top. And then you guys know, gotta have foam squares. So let me grab my foam squares and add my Be Wild. And I'll probably end up putting those on foam squares. You know how it goes, right? And then, as I mentioned, my story is going to go, this will go in a peekaboo pocket. And actually, you know what? I just had a brain, like, let's do layering shapes on layering shapes. How about that? Look how cute. I need to find a really fun little white layering shape that's going to work on my Be Wild. Let's see. Oh, that is cute. The little tag, Be Wild. That gives a little bit of separation there and some fun. I like it. So once again, layering shapes to the rescue, adding in a little bit of that white and some separation to all these patterns and textures and layers. So there we have it, my friends. So just a few things to finish up. Like I said, adding my peekaboo pocket, adding journaling, probably doing, I'm not sure if these are going to go on foam squares or just straight down on the page. I kind of actually just like them straight down on the page. So maybe I'll just stick them down. And again, like I said, they're not perfect. They're cut just by hand. And so I'm going to have wildlife. I can't remember how I had these staggered. So just stagger them. Outdoor adventure. There we go. Something like that. And I do need to punch my other bears. So I have that continuous line across and do my journaling. Done. Ding, ding, ding. So there you can kind of see how it changes, right? Pretty quickly from a simple cut, power block cutting that I showed you into a 2-page layout with all the bells and whistles, the title done, a little decorations. Like I said, I'll come back and distress that. I could do another, if I found another title or distressing or embellishment I could add in here, that might be kind of fun to do too. And then again, just adding my bears to the bottom. So there's another berry fun. Ha! Did you hear my pun? Berry fun layout. Okay. So did I miss a ton of the bare necessities of life? Oh, Kathy! I love it. That would be so cute right here. Okay, hold on. Wait, where'd my layering shapes go? You guys are too cute. Kathy, I love it. The bare necessities of life. I have one of these strips. Oh yeah, here we go. So while I'm showing you this, thank you for that, Kathy. I should also say, I have decided, I know I had a kind of a false start with my lettering class, but you guys, the thing is, I want my classes to be good. And it ended up being like, kind of like when I did Tidy Up Tuesday on Wednesday. And I was, I was trying to do all the things, but I couldn't do all the things. So, Tidy Up ended up being on Wednesday. So my Love Your Lettering class, it is now available on my website, and it is going to be a week from tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to talk about lettering. And we are going to do life in cursive. And I'll probably have to come back and fill that in a little bit. Okay, so the bare necessities of life. One of the things I will be talking about in my journaling class is mixing your fonts. Everybody should have 2 fonts, and we're going to find those fonts. And there's going to be a workbook and a downloadable workbook that we're going to work through together. We're going to just talk tips and techniques on how we can just get more confident with our own handwriting. So, yeah, the bare necessities of life. I love it. Love it. Okay. So thank you. So let's see. The bare necessities of life. Okay. So thank you, Kathy. Kathy G, you're so sweet. Now Rihanna says she needs the bear punch. I know. It's hard when you see it all in action, isn't it? Cheryl says, how many views did your bear video get? Do you want to know? It was my first viral video. It got over 1 million views. I was just I was just in shock. I couldn't believe how many comments and how many people were watching my bear video. So it was funny. I guess it was kind of funny. So let's see. So any other questions? Why don't we do this? Sabine says, love that you give the option of a non-cruise. Yes. Bought the collection, but you're not a cruiser. But you love the ocean. Actually didn't realize it was a cruise paper till I got it home. I know. But here's some more options, right? Totally non-cruisy. Okay. So yeah, Debbie says she likes all the deer at my house. I have to do a deer friends page. You know, maybe they'll come out with I know we have the reindeer punch. I guess I could use that. Right? So, okay, if I missed a question, I'm sorry, the chat has been just rolling quite along. Pop it up now if I missed your question, if you don't mind. And Sue said, we all texted everyone to watch the bear video. You gotta go see it, right? So I'm going to give you just a chance to check it out. If I missed, did I miss any questions? Let me know. Now's your chance, because I can scroll through all the things, but I think I probably missed a whole bunch. If not, maybe it was just super easy, because that's the whole idea, is that we're doing easy page layouts. Would you guys agree? Is this easy? I mean, I hope I made this easy. We're not doing circles and connecting things and, you know, layer upon layer of different patterns and textures and all that. These are just really focusing on simple cuts. So I'm just going to have to punch the other, but I wanted you to see how cute that's going to look with the bears going all the way across. I mean, really, just darling. Super fast. Okay, so okay, any other questions? Oh, is it different from my CCI lettering class? Yeah. Oh, I should mention that for sure. So it will have some of the same elements, Sherry, that my CCI lettering class had, but it's going to be more expanded and more detailed. And so the Love Your Lettering class, so the way I'm going to do this is kind of how I like to do my my different lettering classes, and we're going to do it live together next Saturday, July 29th at 2 p.m. So I always kind of, and it'll be in a private Facebook group. So once you sign up, it'll hold your spot, and then you'll get some information from me once you've signed up for the class. You'll get an invitation to the private Facebook group. That's where we will join in. I will be streaming live into the Facebook group. If you can't make it, that video is going to stay in the Facebook group. So you're buying access to the private Facebook group where we will be doing this live, so you can ask questions as we're going. And then the handouts will be in the private Facebook group. So if you've taken any, like my National Scrapbook Day or Croptoberfest, we're doing it the same way. And then the video will stay in there. So if you can't join live, you will have the experience of seeing it live, just recorded, so you can catch the replay. Okay, so I have some new kind of tips and things I've been thinking about. I really want this to be a good class. I am expecting it to go at least 2 hours. So we're going to start at 2. We finish when we finish, but count on at least 2 hours, okay? Because you know me when I get started, right? Plus, if you have questions. Yeah. And yes, so Sabine, yes, it will be recorded so you can watch it. Or even if you're not ready to take the class with me, you can pop in and out during the live. But then that Facebook group is where the handouts, the live, and the conversation between all of you will will stay. So like if you want to share some tips and techniques that you've been doing, or you want to share your practice sheets, that's why I choose to do it in a Facebook group, because we have that kind of interaction in that group. Okay. As I mentioned, there are a couple updates to the shop. So if you just got here, the photo folders, the blog guide, and the dot grid journaling cards, I'm so excited. Those 3 new products will be in starting around Wednesday of next week for the blog guide. And then later in the week, I will have the new photo folders and journaling dot grid cards. So those will be available. And then there was something else I was going to share. Okay. I can't remember now. Okay, maybe it wasn't. So here we go. If you guys missed Tidy Up, it was because it was on Wednesday this week. And like I said, sometimes I just can't do all the things on all the days. And it was my son's birthday on Tuesdays. So I ended up making a wonderful lemon cake for him and just ran out of time. So you can catch the replay on that on Facebook or on YouTube for Tidy Up, which was on Wednesday. But next week we'll be back for our regular scheduled programming on Tuesday. Yes. Okay. So any other questions? Let me get you in here. Okay. Is the lettering class currently on my website for registration? Yes, that's the one, Carol. So you can use that to register. You won't get anything until I get things a little more set up, but I know so many people have been asking, Lauren, when is the lettering class? When is it? We want it. So I wanted that ready for you tonight. So I have that on my website, and that way it will hold your spot, and I will be able to get in touch with you about how to join the Facebook group and get your downloads and all that good stuff. So all next week, my plan is just to perfect this class for you and make sure that we have a lot of fun on Saturday. We'll start at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So you need to change that for your time zone. So make sure you do that. 2 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so that would be 5 p.m. Eastern, and you guys in Oz are going to have to do the math. It will be Sunday for you. Okay, so yeah, all right. So, and thank you, Scrappy Stitcher says she loves the tidy ups. I'm so glad. They're kind of fun. We always do something new and different. All right, friends. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed tonight, as always, if you show your appreciation by hitting that thumbs up button or the like button, I love it. That really does help me a lot here on my social channels. You wouldn't think so, but it really, really does. So I appreciate that when you do it. And thank you for joining me tonight. So if you have any other questions and I missed you, please leave those in the comment section of YouTube. That kind of is the easier place for me to go in there and check it out. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll read some of those, try to answer them during my lives, and also so everybody gets the value of that. All right, friends. So happy Friday night or Saturday if you're over in Oz. And we will see you for Tidy Up on Tuesday. Oh, I have one more thing. I know what I was also going. Actually, I have 2 more things. Where did I put it? Is this it? Nope, not that one. Pop crops. We have my pop crop. My next pop crop is August 12th. So make sure that you join in. If you don't know what the pop crop is, check it out on my website. And then you can check out the pop crop, which is a 4-hour crop once a month. And that also is recorded, and you can always catch the replay on that as well. So I saw something, if I create an event in Facebook and able to save it to our calendar, it will convert to our time zone. Thank you, Sharon. Perfect. It should, yes, right? We always hope so. The other thing I just wanted to pop in here is because we're talking about all kinds of pop-ups, I forgot to put this card up, but my VIP customer group, if you have ordered with my Creative Memories link, and so I know I do different things for different groups, but this is my VIP customer group. You should have received an invitation from me if you have ordered with me for the VIP Facebook group. And I just want to mention, I can't believe I almost forgot to share this, you guys. I got to come back for just a second. Let me see, where is this one? My phone. And I want to share what I'm doing a pop-up crop. Okay, so did you see we're doing that, right? Nope, not that one. Keep putting that up. Pop-up crop tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow at 2. And I want to show you what we're going to do. So I actually had to create some classes for another event that I'm doing. And I thought, oh my gosh, this will be so fun to share in my customer group. So we are going to make these 2 borders. They are with the new summer denim paper. So if you have that paper pack, if you've ordered from my shop, you know, there's a way you can get that for free. So summer denim paper pack, we're going to make these 2 fun borders. And then we are also going to make another sketch, another base page and border sketch. And this one, the collection I used is the Calm and Collected, and that is available in my shop as well. But, whoops, where's the other side? Oh, I think it's on the other side here. Here we go. So the Calm and Collected, there we go. Paper pack is here. And we're going to do this layout together with the Calm and Collected. And so that's my pop-up crop for my customers tomorrow, if you can join. If you can't join, don't stress. Do you guys see I tilted a photo? I tilted. And you can catch the replay. It will live forever in my customer group, so not to worry. But this is a really fun layout. We're going to kind of dig into the 12-inch trimmer and how to use that for this layout. And the Calm and Collected paper pack, but you can use pretty much any layout with the sketch that I'm giving you. Okay, so, and just as a side note, if you are an advisor on my team, you can actually watch me create these. I did that for our last training and talked about how you can also teach that in my advisor group. Okay, so there we have it. Now we're really done. All right, so let me come back at you one more time. Tell you there's always something else, right? Where is my, okay, here, there we go. Perfect. Thanks again for joining and all the extras at the end. So if you have any questions, once again, just let me know and we will see you soon. Until next time, I hope you take time to craft some joy. Bye for now. See you soon, friends.